음. 음. wrong?
No, no, no. You're eating it. What is that?
That is my coat.
아, 맞다. 에이, 참. 우